Hello, Cambridge. Hello, Cambridge. My name is Tony B. Happy Poetry Month. It is April 2011, and we have a heap of artists here for you. As you know, my name is Tony B. I'm the neighbor media representative here at CCTV Cambridge, and you are on Be Live with B. I have a whole heap of poets, trilingual. We have Laura Montgomery, who's from Cambridge. Alan Smith Soto, he'll be coming up first, and we even have a sister named Queen from Boston, and especially Jean-Dany Joachim, the current poet populist of Cambridge. I'm not going to run off my mouth because I want you all to get a dose of poetry. Get your bellies ready and full to experience poets, various ages, from 20s to up and up and up. Are you ready? I'm ready. The first person that we're going to have is Alan Smith Soto. He's from San Jose, Costa Rica. He lives in JP, published over 50 poems in various anthologies. He's a professor of Spanish literature at Boston University. The poet that he likes a lot is Robert Creeley. Soto translated Creeley's life and death, vida y muerte. Here is Alan Smith, and he's going to give you the 411 on who he is and read some of his words.
Thank you very much, Tony. It's a pleasure to be here. I was born in Costa Rica, and I came here when I was 8, and went back and came back when I was 10, so I haven't lived in Costa Rica for a while. I lived here most of my life, that are also in Spain. I went to Madrid when I was a young man to study, and I stayed for more than 12 years on and off. I'm going to read poems from 3 groups of poems. One from a book of mine, and I'm going to read in Spanish and see how I can translate extempore for you. The first one is untranslatable, but I'm going to try. It's a sonnet, and it's from my book called Fragmentos de Alcancía, which means sort of fragments of the treasure jar. Or, if you're in a more prosaic mood, piggy bank. And this is a sonnet I wrote as we were approaching the year 2000. So it's about change, or maybe not. It's called Tempo in Italian. Tempo. No está mal, me comentan los sonetos. Pero ¿a quién se le ocurre, hijo mío, pisándole los pies al nuevo siglo, encerrar en tercetos y cuartetos el estruendo angular de estos momentos en los que, desde el pan al amorío, si por suerte hay casa para el frío, se encuentra en los abismos cibernéticos? Basta, basta, muchacho de antiguallas. Recordarás las ametralladoras que a lo largo del siglo que se acaba, que con cacofonías desgarradoras, pies trocaicos y cuerpos destrozaban. ¿Cómo escribir con sangre de palomas? And this is a prose translation of that sonnet, which opens my book. Well, it's not such a bad idea, they say, to write a sonnet. But who would think, my lad, stepping on the heels of a new century, to box in tercets and quartets, all this mess from all this time, this roar from these moments in which, from bread to love affairs, if you happen to have a house, can be found on the web. Enough, enough, young man, enough of old-fashioned things. I'm sure you'll remember the machine guns that all throughout this century that's ending with ripping and shredding cacophonies destroyed trochaic feet and bodies. How can you write with the blood of a dove? And from the end of this book, the last little poem, the second half of this book is composed of poems written by the sea. I went to the seashore for 2 weeks and I wrote the second half of this book. And so this is the last poem of the book, and it's called By the Sea. This beach stone, round, perfect, is a small shoulder of time. I'm going to read now a couple of poems. I'm sorry. Do we have time for a couple more poems or one more?
Thank you so much, Mr. Soto Smith. I'm sorry that we don't have time for more. But
thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Alan Soto Smith, he showed you what his book was? Thank you. He's the first one here for the April 2011 poetry show on CCTV Cambridge. Mr. Soto Smith, of course, whoever you see tonight, you can totally email me at readb@yahoo.com and I can catch you up with them. The next person that we're going to have is NicaVanBuezecom. You know, this sister, she's a traveler. She's an artist who loves words. She grew up in Area 4. She has a new book of poetry called The Notebook Collection, and it is currently available at Porter Square Books. I hear tell that she knows NicaVanBuezecom, who is in Area 4, and we may see Nika on the City Council soon. That is what we hope. Here is Nika kicking her words to you.
Hi, I'm Nika, and I love poetry for lots of reasons. Mainly because it's a great way to express everything that's inside and say things that are personal in a way that everyone can relate to. I'm going to read 2 really short poems. First one is called Growth. I come to you from the womb. It was a womb of my own creation, my womb, so I cannot pretend to have triumphed over it. Look, here, it is with me now, but I carry it like a purse, no longer like a snail in her house. This is my house here, these limbs, this flesh, the mind I think so much of, now living outside the womb I was defiant to escape. And the second one is called September. Soon I will be a goose, and you the one who will stand, hand-shading eyes, as you watch me disappear into the distance of my southern flight. But I will long for you, as the goose longs for autumn, for spring, for a reason to fly into your arms once more. And those are both in my book, which is called Notebook Collection, and I'm selling it online and at Porter Square Books. So that's all.
Thank you, kind Nika. The traveler, the fellow wordsmith. Check out the information right there in front of you. You know you can connect with her at readb@yahoo.com. But better yet, roll down to Porter Square Books. Grab her book, The Notebook Collection. The next person that we're going to come is of certain fame, Jean-Dany Joachim from Haiti. He's the current poet populist of Cambridge. He began writing at a very early age, and one of his favorite poets is Jean-Dany Joachim.
Jean-Rodrigue Montfleury.
Beautiful. He works at Bunker Hill Community College and just published a book in French. Why don't y'all check him out? Jean-Dany.
Qu'il est lié, papa bon Dieu. Minuit sonnait 12 coups sans géretien. 12 coups panzou pour tout fonder sommeil la nuit. La nuit campé en bas poteau fait des mains misées dans passage. Qu'il est lié, papa bon Dieu. La vie grimpée bois en vent l'aile rivée, vent la tête tremblée, raché graine l'espoir. Qu'il est lié, papa bon Dieu. Minuit sonnait 12 coups. 12 coups m'allait pendier pour tromper sommeil des mains. Que la vie perdit dans fait noir. Qu'il est lié, papa bon Dieu. 35 bouts de temps que moi t'a battre, l'amour fait vape, la vie fait bac. La tête prend mal qu'a dit, mais trop quête sous tête, où dit le revenir? Qu'il est lié, papa bon Dieu. 12 coups sonné vers zone 5 mois de janvier, mois de malais pendier. Yon nuage poussière couvrit la vie. À ta fourmi, mon tout fait. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? 250 000 souffles la vie effacée. Coup la fumée, bobo de mer. Conscience l'humanité espantée. Non coup de zèque les 35 secondes. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? Code quand notre moins cassé. Vent la tremblade jeté l'autre beau passe. Nan ba bouquet la vie sans attendre. Do j'aime perdre pied dans cap l'espérance. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? J'ai payé m'prend coup n'elle pas courir de l'eau. Même pareillement toute voix dépament. La famille pas semblé pour dernier prière. Projet étranger l'autre pile sous pile. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? Non moi miette. L'ombraille campé sans squelette. L'ombraille entré, l'ombraille sorti. La terre ouverte, la terre fermée. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? Mettant levé, main dans ma chouette, a réfléchi, descend la terre. Compter la terre fin dérailler, les a perdu dans blackout. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? Yon kabicha après plim poule, la terre pantant dans yon cauchemar, on bâti vent doule marée. Yon rigole sans deux pieds lavés. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? Les a perdu 35 secondes, tactique, tic-tac, li déréglé. Les a cassé fait des morceaux, bajou cassé, l'ennui campé. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? Bloge coulé dans mi-temps réel, côté la vie a trépassé. Yon qu'est sauté, piqué collé, chaque coup m'parle yon chien ouké. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? Les a campé pour bailler au champ, la terre allée sans l'enterrement. Rêve moins cassé, en vent le fait flé. Réveille l'espoir, marcher boueté. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? Minuit sonné, en vent 5 heures. Toute la vie me devant derrière. 40 coups de cloche la vie qui sonné pour non moins sortir dans govi. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? Me perdi pied dans rien la vie. Yon flon question cloué tête moins, yon rêve mal la vie, mal qu'a dit pas quitter fléri. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? Ressort réveil la tête cassée, tic tac, l'espoir marqué pas sous place. Tic tac, la vie retracée 4 façades. Tac, yon ma rêve, pendit en croix, sous tête la vie. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? Yon danse la tremblade, fait pedi, mam, wele, tout monde mêlé. Moi mélangé dans tête grattée, tout qu'est cassé, et galégo. Qui l'est lié, papa bon Dieu? Grâce souple. Qui l'est lié? Qui l'est lié? Thank you.
Wow. Excellent, Jean-Dany. I appreciate your words. The next person that we'll have up is Widner Florestal. We have seen Widner at a few poetry events in and around Cambridge, especially Poetry to Empower. Right now, he's going to come to us and kick his words. I also want to let you all know, just give you a little 411 about some websites to check out. Before Widner comes on, I just want to let you know that you should really try and go out and support the Jacques Mel Art Revitalization Project. I really want you all to support that. You can go to the GBSPA homestead.com page. They're totally doing fabulous things. Please. Widner's on his way to bless us with his words. Thank you, Mr. Florestal.
I'm Widner, and I'm reading two of my poems. One of them is called "Haven't I Given You Enough?" Have I not given you enough? Wash, cook, and clean for you. Have I not always been true, stood up, and at times lied for you? Have you not any conscience For once, have I not pleaded your defense? How dare you hurt me? On a night full of pain, a pain that will forever remain. A side of you I have never before seen. A side of you I wish never had been. How could you hold me down and turn my world upside down? Tears roll down my face as I beg for you to cease, but too busy to see how it was all affecting me, your daughter I once used to be. Memories and flashes through my head as I break down onto the ground. How could you? Have I not given you enough? That's the first poem. And the second one is it's called Why I Write. Many people have wondered, like, oh, he has skills, blah, 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 but I don't write for the skills, Let's say, the reason why I write is because if I scream, someone will judge me. Because if I cry, they'll have me go to counseling. Because my complaints need to be heard and my pencils and papers understand. Because I want people to know the truth without having to see the disappointment in their eyes. Because my voice is soft and my words are strong. Because others can't, and it's a privilege to be a scribe for them. Because if I don't, then who will? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Widner. I appreciate you being here and doing your thing. Next, we're going to have Gayle Roby. Miss Roby is from Illinois. She is a former teacher, and she loves Emily Dickinson, who she calls a saint. You can actually see her at the first annual Poetry Month Coffee House at the Bigelow Chapel at Mount Auburn Cemetery at the end of this month. Please listen to the words of Gayle Roby. She's a Cambridge resident. I'm sure you've seen her around.
Okay. Thank you, E. And I want to read just a few poems that take us different places around the world. And the first one is called Sendai, Sister City. 6 a.m., sitting on the couch. The only sounds are furnace hum, Satie piano on tape in the next room, notes strolling like thought, and higher-pitched air on my eardrums. Outside, the falling snow and the sky going light are silent. I'm moving east, Asadabad, Kunar province. 10 boys outside town picking up firewood when the plane attacked, blazing. 1 still craves warmth. 9 have been gathered. And back to the States. Nativity, December 2010. At church, an old guy jigsaws the figures from 3/4-inch board, and the women's group paints them to hand out so children can hold Jesus in the manger, a shepherd or king. In their bright robes, the figures are faceless, left for the kids to imagine. I try. Briefly, Mary has Renaissance eyes, but they fade to blank. Like the GIs, anonymous, till their photos look out with name, rank, and town in the moment of silence on the evening news. But known by someone, mother, child. At the St. Louis airport, our flight delayed. My son plays his iPod while I idly stare. I never see soldiers, no base near our town. But here they hurry from Christmas leave back to Fort Leonard Wood. Fatigues, shaved heads, the invisible imprint of kisses on each particular face break my wooden American heart. And I come from Illinois, where it's really, really flat. And so I want you to know about that. This is called Visit Home.